What's up guys, I'm hanging out here in Cyber, and today's video is going to be a pipe prop tier list. I have pretty much every pipe prop in the game, but if you notice any missing, let me know down in the comments. In this tier list, I won't be including cigar bags, hookahs, or vape pens. Besides, if I included vape pens, that cardback paintbrush vape would be in a tier of its own. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel. I know we've been getting a lot of new subscribers recently. You guys are awesome, and I couldn't do this without you. Without further ado, guys, let's get to the tier list. Alright guys, so here's our tier list, and as you can see, it starts at the top at S, going down to A, B, C, and then at the very bottom, D. So basically your S tier is going to be your best pipe props in the game. This is definitely a very special tier reserved only for the greatest of pipe props. A tier is definitely a solid tier. Any pipe props in this tier you're definitely going to want to pick up if you can. Definitely a solid tier. B tier is pretty much the good tier. So any pipes in here are a good buy, but not necessarily the best buy. So, I mean, if you got something in the B tier that you like, I think it'd be a good purchase. But obviously there's going to be stuff in A tier and S tier that's going to be a little more desirable. Now we're down to C tier, guys. This is pretty much mediocre tier. Probably something you wouldn't necessarily want to buy with a bunch of different options. But it's in the C tier because it's not awful or broken. And down here we have the D tier. This is definitely not a place you want to be. Anything in this D tier is basically either broken or malfunctioning or something's wrong with it. So what we're going to do, guys, we're actually going to start down here in the D tier and work our way up to C, B, A, and then finally all the way up to S tier, ending with the best pipe in the game. Alright guys, so for D tier, I have some good news. There's only one pipe in this tier, and that is the space pipe. I gotta say, I think the space pipe had good intentions. I mean, the design looks pretty cool, but unfortunately the functionality is not all there. As you can see, there's kind of like a power button where you would normally light the pipe, but instead of lighting it with a lighter, you press it. So I mean, that's kind of cool. You don't need a lighter to use this. However, the problem lies when you try to take this pipe prop in and out of your mouth. You always end up inadvertently hitting that power button. So basically what happens is you end up shutting off the pipe, which is really unfortunate. You don't want to do that. And it seems to happen a lot. It's unfortunate that it doesn't function properly, because if it did, it would be much higher on this tier list. But for now, it's staying in the D tier. Alright guys, moving on to the C tier, and the first item in C tier is going to be the wood pipe. Now, you've probably seen this in the store. It's in the store almost every single day. Basically, it's just a pretty normal, like Sherlock style looking pipe. It doesn't have a lot of gloss, not really very flashy. But if you're looking for something very basic, this might actually do the job for you. It's a fully functional pipe. It works how you would expect. It has a very classic sort of look. But given that there's much more flashy and attractive alternatives to this, it kind of puts it in the C tier. Again, nothing against this pipe. This is actually one of the first pipes I ever got. Works just fine, looks great. But with all the other pipe props available, you could definitely do better. Alright guys, so the second item I am putting in the C tier, this might get a lot of people mad, but it's gonna be the volcano pipe. And we're gonna go ahead and put it there, because I will say I think it's better than the wood pipe, obviously. I mean, if you look at it in the picture there, it looks pretty cool. The problem I have with this pipe is it's priced over 3,000 credits, so definitely one of the more expensive props in the game. With that being said, I wish they would have done a little better on the design. To be honest, it kind of looks like a melted Tootsie Roll. It's a bit of a strange design choice. And on top of that, guys, it's not very big. You would expect a pipe that costs over 3,000 credits to have a little size to it. But as you can see in this video, guys, when put next to the luxury clutch, you can see it's not very big. I think even with this design, if they made it a little bigger, it would probably be higher on this list. As a matter of fact, if they just made it jumbo sized, I think that would make up for the awkward design. Could possibly put it somewhere in the A tier. But for now, guys, considering its price and that it's not very big and it's kind of awkward looking, it belongs in the C tier. Alright guys, moving on up to B tier, our first item is going to be the BULLDOG pipe. So this pipe, although it does kind of have like a non-flashy classic sort of look, definitely is a lot shinier and prettier than the wood pipe. Whether you're on standalone or playing on PC, you can definitely tell they put more time and detail into this pipe compared to the wood pipe. It has a very glossy shine along with having a very detailed wood finish, a very classy looking pipe, but at the end of the day, it's nothing really too flashy. Like I said guys, now that we're in the B tier, if you see anything you like, you can consider it a pretty safe buy, but just keep your eyes peeled for some of the stuff that's coming up next. Alright guys, so next in the B tier, we have the Apple pipe. So this pipe is very similar looking to the BULLDOG pipe. The stem is actually slightly curved, so a little different design, but it's also very glossy and has a very nice finish. This has sort of a red, sort of apple-y look to it. I guess that's why they call it the Apple pipe. I could definitely see from a distance, so I'm mistaking this for an apple. Overall, a really nice pipe. I mean, nothing too special about it, but it looks pretty classy, and it goes really good if you wear a lot of red like myself. Pretty solid pipe, but there's nothing really that distinguishes it enough to get it beyond the B tier. And the final pipe prop for the B tier is going to be the TANKARD pipe. So this pipe here is definitely kind of unique looking. It has a long black stem, and then a very cylinder-like cone at the end. So if you're looking for something sleek, something stylish, this might be a good pick for you. Nothing really bad I can say about this pipe prop other than the fact that there's some more interesting looking things coming up. Alright guys, so the first pipe for the A tier is going to be the BRAZIER pipe. Not BRAZIER pipe, it is pronounced BRAZIER pipe. Say it with me guys, BRAZIER pipe. This pipe is pretty cool. It's definitely on the smaller side, more compact, but the look it has is very unique and stylish. I know I complained earlier that the VOLCANO pipe was too small, but the size on this pipe actually works for it really well. If you're looking for a pipe prop that's small, sleek, and compact, this is probably going to be the one for you. Alright guys, so the next pipe prop for the A tier is the Bejeweled gold pipe. So, fun fact, this pipe was originally only available through a high roller pack. I believe it was the medieval high roller pack. But down the line, I guess they had a lot of demand for people wanting to get their hands on this, so they actually moved it into the normal store rotation every now and then. So you don't need to drop 200 bucks real life money to pick this up. Luckily, if you save up the credits, you can catch it in the store. Now, this thing is really cool looking guys, definitely has a unique look. As you can see, when it's lit, it glows really brightly, so definitely cool. Has a nice shiny gold coat. It's got the face on it, and it's got like a crown where the bowl is. This is a really cool pipe prop, guys. I gotta be honest with you guys, this is a pipe prop you don't see every day in the store, so if you happen to see it in the rotation, and you like how it looks, you're definitely gonna want to pick it up right away. Alrighty guys, it is that time. We are moving on up into the S tier. So any pipe props from this point on, I definitely consider top tier. Unfortunately, out of these 4 pipe props, one of them you can't get anymore, and 2 of them are seasonal. So most of these are definitely going to be hard to get your hands on. I guess the one technically is impossible to get from this point on if you weren't a club member when the club first started. However, the good news is one of these pipe props is in the store rotation pretty often. Alright guys, so the first pipe prop for the S tier is going to be the dragon pipe. Now this dragon pipe comes around during the Chinese New Year. So around February or so, you see this enter the rotation along with a few other Oriental themed items. As you can see, this pipe prop looks really cool. The eyes light up, there's smoke coming out of the nose. Definitely a very awesome looking pipe and guaranteed to get you a lot of attention. Anytime I pull this out, people are very interested. So if you like how this pipe looks, make sure when Chinese New Year comes around again and it ends up in the store rotation, you pick it up as soon as possible. Alright, so the second pipe prop that's going into the S tier is going to be the Dino pipe. So unfortunately guys, if you're looking at this and you're saying to yourself, wow, that pipe is awesome, I'd really like to get that. The bad news is it's no longer available. This pipe was available I think in either the first or second ever club subscription box. So the only people you see carrying these are definitely some OGs. You have to have been in the club at the very start of it. I gotta say, I've been in the club the entire time it's been available, and out of all the club items, this is definitely in the top 5. This dino pipe is one of a kind. You can see it's got the dino head on the front, it's got the bone stem, definitely a solid, unique design, and unfortunately guys, unless something changes down the line, club items like these are no longer available. Alright, so the second to last pipe prop going into the S tier is the nautical pipe. So as you can see, this pipe prop has a very unique look, and on top of its unique look, it has a unique smoke effect. You'll notice the exhale is a nice dark blue color, setting it apart from a lot of these pipes on this list. This is definitely one of the more popular pipe props in the game. It certainly helps that it's frequently available in the store rotation. I can't tell you the exact price, I think it's just above 1,000 star creds. So if you see this in the store, you're definitely going to want to pick it up. And as far as I'm concerned, it is the second best pipe prop in the game. Alright guys, so we've only got one left. So you know what that means. The very best pipe prop in the game, bar none, has got to be the Santa pipe. Now if you have to ask yourself, KRUNK, why is the Santa pipe the best pipe prop in the game? I gotta say to you with complete honesty, if you gotta ask, you're never gonna know. Just look at this thing. It's Santa's head into a pipe. What more could you ask for? This is not only the most iconic pipe prop in the game, but possibly one of the most iconic props, period, in the entire game. This pipe prop is one of a kind, and as I'm sure you've guessed, is only available during the holiday season. Luckily, at the time of posting this video, we are coming up on the beginning of September, so it'll be the holiday season before you know it, guys. Once you see this thing pop up in the store rotation, you're going to want to buy it right away, because although it's available in the holiday season, it's not available every single day of the holiday season. Last year, I'm pretty sure out of the about 30 days they had holiday stuff in the store, it probably popped up about 4 or 5 times. So again guys, even during the holiday season, you're not going to see it every day. So when you see this thing pop up, you're going to want to get it. That's it for this tier list, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the footage and the information. If you like my content, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, I'll see you at the tables.